So we have a waterfall, and dwarves get happy thoughts from mist, so it's generally a good idea to incorporate that into your design somehow. So I think this is where we're going to start. Something like that, I'm thinking. So to get in and out of the fortress, you have to pass underneath the waterfall. We'll put grates in to act as like a bridge and let all out to go through and produce mist. And then from there, we'll go downward. We'll also go up and set up our farms in the soil level. So yeah. Only concern is it's kind of far away from the center of the map where everything started, so we're going to have to lug everything across it. I'm going to get a pasture set up and get my design more materialized. Damn it. We didn't luck out. Oh well. There we go. A pasture to be cleared, and all the plants got rid of. Actually, that might be a bad idea. I think they sustain themselves on grass, not plants. Especially the chickens and such, which will sustain themselves on, little bugs and shit. Okay, so I think this is what we got for starters. At some point, I'm going to want a larger pathway in, and I'll move our depot and meeting area inside, but for right now, we just need the small passage. As soon as our people mine out some rock, I'll plop down a mason's workshop and pack out some grates, and then we'll get over to the other side of the waterfall. If we go down, we have a T-intersection, and then workshops, and a well up top, and then living quarters. And the well will continue down. I think I've designated that right. Hope so, at least. And then if we go upward, you can see our farms. This here, I was concerned about where exactly it would start turning into stone because we can't grow food on stone unless we irrigate, which I'm not really good at irrigating. I mean, I suppose I could designate a whole bunch of pits and ponds, but that's such a pain. Anyhow, you can see very clearly up here where the biome ends because on one of them it's snowing. So I've marked out, and I think that's the edge of the biome, and that our farms will fit in fine right here. Hopefully. For now, we'll only need 2. I'll put down some plump helmets and dimple cups, and then later we'll expand them. Once they get that taken care of. I think I got the 3 essentials covered for now. Living, food, and water. And then once they get all that carved out, we'll think about what our next step is. So yeah, see you soon. Finally ready to unpause, and we'll see what our dwarves get up to. A few of them are going to start digging, hopefully. What are they doing? They're literally all of them are moving the animals to the pasture. The Norwood cutters will start cutting, and our diggers will hopefully start mining. I don't think I need to worry about putting a wood stockpile down here immediately. I should check on other... I don't think any of those guys steal items. Things that steal items are such a pain in the ass in the beginning. One of them's gonna quickly... I don't know. They're stacking it up pretty well. Okay, I need that workshop. Whoops, hit a different button. There we go. We'll just put it here for now. We can always take it down later. And we have chert. It looks like I'm going to need at least 4. I'll build 8 and I'll get the whole flooring out of the way. I don't know if I need a support beam. I don't think the waterfall can push us off. None of my guys know how to swim. I do believe it's a grate. Let me double check that. Yes, a grate is what we need. I'm going to make 8 of them. And hopefully my mason will get right on that. That's the one thing. Speed is of the essence in the beginning, and my insistence on this whole waterfall entrance thing will slow down our beginning a little bit. Building. I've never done this before. I've used grades obviously, but I haven't memorized their hotkey. There we go. Well, that's less than ideal. Is water always going to be here? No. Good. So, clearly we need to double up because that mason's not going to handle that fast enough. I did have the smarts to bring more than one mason. I think we just have enough stone in that initial cutout to do this. Okay, you got 3, and you'll have 3. What are the 2 that are idling? Our farmer, which I really can't do anything about, and the expedition leader. Again, he's more of a hauler. He'll help out here and there, but he's not really good for manual labor. It's gonna keep doing that, isn't it? Until I get the water to stop falling on him. Okay, so I did it wrong. We actually want floors there, and we can put in grates later, but we're gonna have to hope that the water freezes, I guess, because it's just gonna stop interrupting itself, and a grate doesn't count as like an anchor source, so it needs to be next to a floor. So one side of this is going to be a bridge across, and the other side is going to be the lower part be made out of grates to allow the water to go through. But the water's going to be constantly in the way the whole time we're trying to place the grates there, so we have to wait for the water flow to stop, which means waiting for it to freeze if it freezes in winter. I think we're close enough to the South Pole for that to happen. So with that petty little distraction out of the way, we can maybe build fortifications up there later, but will come later. We're gonna get to the actual building of the building. Didn't mention it earlier, but I built this little roundabout here because it seemed odd forcing them to go through this little bump in order to get from the farms to the actual thing. They'll probably never use it, but who knows. I'm making a booze stockpile up here because they all got thirsty and then ran halfway across the map to go get their drinks, which I want to prevent from happening. Let them go. And back to digging. So, they dug out the bottom of our well, but there's a bunch of rocks in it, so I'm gonna have to find a spot relatively nearby and designate it as a garbage dump, and then I'll just tell them to dump them all there. Because if I make a stone stockpile, they'll move all the stone from all over the fortress there, and it might not get rid of them. And we can just reclaim it later at our leisure. Well, that's just gonna be there. Oh well. I already dug that area out. And this stuff should be fine. This is the bottom of the well, and we need to get rid of that platform there. And we should have already gotten rid of that one. Since we're all ready to set up the well, it's time to set up our first workshop. Building workshop T. The mechanics workshop. And then we'll get some mechanics there and we'll set up our well. The dark gray area is an impassable square, so using that knowledge, we'll keep the wall there. We'll dig out this, and we'll set up our carpenter and other workshop while we're at it. Let's see where your impassable spots are. Okay, you're completely open. Two on the left, open on the bottom. Like so. We don't really need this hallway yet, it's for later when we decide to expand our workshops when we need to. So, we'll just go like that for now. There. I knew I was going to do that. Luckily, I have the hack installed and I can tell him to get rid of this last tile. So, building workshop T. And our woodcutter person will go over and set that up at their leisure. Whoa. Didn't mean to do. Well, I mean, I guess that's okay. I do want you to get rid of that last tile, like now. Suppose it's not a problem if we have boulders in the bottom of our well. I mean, it's a wasted boulder. Boulders will block like magma forges. I had a unfortunate incident where I tried setting up magma forges and they all got blocked because they had boulders underneath them from when I excavated. There we go. We only really need the one mechanic. I'll set, I guess, 5. Future-proofing. I'm not sure if these have been labeled. Yep. And 2 of them have tasks associated, so they're going forth immediately. But I think that's all well. Now, I messed up. And I got rid of that tile, which I still need. So, we're gonna have to put another floor there. And because I'm pretty sure floors have to be orthogonal, we'll do that. See, I knew they were gonna do that. They dropped the grate in the hole. Oh well. Stop. We don't need that hallway. I apparently missed a spot when de-designating stuff. It all is stuff I eventually want to get through, but I want them to focus on the main things right now. I envision this as like a grand central area, central stairwell. But we don't need grand. We need functional at the present time. I guess I'll set up those workshops. And get my other guys building beds and doors and the like. Oh good, you completed that job post-haste. So what we're going to do is we're going to channel out this tile here. Whoops. Yeah. It'll get rid of that wall, which is less than ideal, but you can't go through a wall and channel beneath it. It'll also get rid of this. Oh, shoot. So the problem with wells is just building a well on top of a river or whatever is the water, mud collects at the bottom of it. So you need a couple Z levels or else you'll get mud in your water. I think this is deep enough because you have the one Z level where the water will collect its mud and then you have the other Z level. This is the bottom of the well. It will fill up. This is the bottom of the river. So it will fill up to this point. So it should have all its mud down here, and then there should be a space where there's clean, drinkable water, if I've done this right. I could be extra safe and dig out another Z level, but that would take more effort than I'm willing to put in. I can always dig another well if I fuck this up. So, we get rid of this wall, we get rid of this wall, the water flows into here, it falls down here, becomes laced with mud, it fills up to here, this water stays clean, and the hole goes all the way to the top, where we'll have our well. I did bring a bucket, and I did bring a rope, so we'll see them do that.